Good morning. How you doing? Today it's January something. January 14th. Let's try this again. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today's January 14th, and right now it is about 4 o'clock a.m. on the nose, and I'm in the car. So typically that means I'm going somewhere, because I don't actually go to work out this early in the morning, hardly ever. I like my sleep, but we are headed east for a little while. We're going to go to Houston today. One of the things we're going to do in Houston is today happens to be the Houston Marathon. It starts in about 3 hours exactly. So we have some people, some friends that are running. Well, yeah, I guess you could say we have some friends running. My buddy Hayden, who came to Chattanooga to collab, but then to watch and support me in the race. His wife is running the Houston Marathon today, and I'm going to go and cheer for her, hang out with him at the same time. But I have another thing to do in Houston thing I'm going to do in Houston. I'm not just going to go there to hang out for a couple hours and come home. After the race is over, I am heading up north to the Woodlands, which is about 40 minutes north of where I'll be, and I am going to run a lap of the Ironman Texas run course. Why? Why not? Let's get a look at it. Let's see what it's all about. Let's just get familiar with it. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy surprise-wise. There's no like hidden elevation in on the course or anything like that. So it's just going to be, let's just see what it looks like. Now, it is cold as shit. It is 42 here right now. I think it's in the 30s in Houston right now. So I do have some warm gear. I have a beanie. I have a jacket to run in. I don't have long pants, but I have a long shirt and again the jacket to run in. So it's going to be interesting to see how that feels. I think when I run, it's going to be in like the mid to upper 40s, maybe low 50s if we're lucky. So it's not exactly going to be the warmest of temperatures. As long as it's not super windy, I should be okay to run. I do have Senior GoPro with me, so I can get some footage while I'm out. I'm not always going to get my phone footage. And yeah, we're going to have a good old trip. So I will record once I get to Houston and we start, looking at the marathon, watching the marathon runners, etc. And then I also want to talk about some things that are going on up here today. I actually have to be talking to my coach today today I'm recording this, about a few things that are going on. I had a conversation with Colin last night about the same thing. Just kind of getting some options right now. So I will let you guys know a little bit about that later. Anyway, let me get on the road so that I can start getting to Houston. I'm hungry. I didn't bring a water bottle. So yeah, it's going to be a fun day. I'll see you later. Made it to Houston. The race started like just on the other side of the stadium there. We'll walk over there, catch up with Hayden, who's watching his wife's racing. It's fucking cold, like 40 degrees right now. Hold on, I don't think I locked my car. Anyway, I'm gonna go meet up with them, figure out what's what. Hopefully it warms up soon. Alright, my car is locked. And then we'll figure out what the rest of the day is. I know I'm trying to run to the Woodlands today, but if it doesn't warm up, I'm going to say, screw that noise. That's how cold it is. So I'm going to go warm up, go to the bathroom, figure out what's going on. the start line. It's 7:45 this morning. I did not expect to get there for the beginning first few corrals of the race. The race started officially like 46 minutes ago or something. So anyway, Hayden is with his wife's family going to mile 2.5 to catch her before she passes there. After that, I'll meet up with Hayden. Right now, I'm just trying to find a nice warm spot to sit up and post in. I'm not walking to the mile 2.5. I'll never get there in time. So I'm just gonna find a place to go. It is cold, man. Like it's like 40 something degrees, but wait, hold on, let me look at my phone real quick. Like this shit is, it's cold. – 41 degrees right now in Houston, and the wind is what's killing us. 14-mile-an-hour wind. So hopefully the sun coming up warms things up a bit, but this is not pleasant. I'm glad I'm not running in this race because I would feel horrible for my family waiting for me to meet me on the corner. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna find a warm place, carry on with my day. Finished the race. Now I'm in the car. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm headed to the Woodlands so I can get my run in. I'll probably get there around 2, probably run till about 4, and then I'm gonna head back down here for a little while to meet up with them, grab something to eat, and do whatever. Couple observations. One, it is an absolute power flex to be an observer at the finish line of a marathon while smoking a cigarette. Yes, saw it happen today. Total flex. 2, compared to an Ironman finish line, marathon finish lines are absolute garbage. I think they rely too much on the music to keep everybody hype, and once they see their person, they leave, and that's that. Whereas at the Ironman finish line, there's always people there, and people are always coming back, and it's always super, super hype, even until the last person finishes. So I definitely prefer Ironman finish lines over this. And then the last thing, Houston, it is cold as shit, but it's not your fault today. However, the massive amounts of barricades to get around the area where the race was absurd. And then not being able to get like right at the finish line was just stupid. But I mean, you guys have done this for plenty of years. I'm sure you know what you're doing. It is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna go run. I'm not gonna vlog while I'm driving because I'm gonna drive. And I will see you at Lake Woodland. All right, made it to Lake Woodlands. I don't know what time it is. I haven't looked at my watch. It's probably close to 2 o'clock right now. Had to do a quick revisit my military days and change in this car, pee in a cup, all while making it look discreet as fuck. I think I did it, but now we're about to go to where the Ironman transition is. This is T1 and T2 all at the same time here at Lake Woodlands. So this is Town Green Park. This is going to be where all the bikes are set up. You'll see the swans. That's where we're going to exit the water. So let me turn around. So here's transition. All the way down there by the swans, and that's the waterway. That's where we're going to exit. We're going to come out here. Bike out is somewhere around here, and run out is going to be around here as well. I don't remember the exact path. I know it goes around the lake. That's the way I'm going to go. So I got an hour 45. I'm just going to run as much around the lake as I possibly can in an hour 45. So hopefully that's one lap. Let's see, hour 45 is just under 120 minutes. So it's probably like 9 or 10 miles at zone 2 pace. So it should be one complete lap, if not a little bit more. But we'll see when I record it. So I'm going to go ahead, get the Garmin set up, ready to go, and we're going to go because it's cold outside. I want to get this over with. Run is done. I'll go over it later. You know what, I'll just put it up here on the screen. I don't even know what it is. I haven't looked at it yet, but it's cold as shit. I didn't do the whole course just because I started off in the wrong direction and then had to double back. And by the time I figured it out, it was like 4 miles in. So I did most of a loop and then kind of came back. Of course, I didn't remember every single turn, so I was off on a couple spots, but I did hit the finish line area. I did hit a couple, you know, the major spots around the lake. It was what it was. It looks like it's going to be a nice run if it stays on the path the whole time. I have to watch videos to make sure it stays on the path. It might go on the road for some segments. I don't know for sure, but either way, it looks like a solid run. I had fun. Nice and scenic. It's not going to be a boring 3 laps. It'll be a very fairly enjoyable 3 laps if I can make it the whole way. I did have to stop early because if I didn't, I was going to absolutely make a mess, you know, which is weird because I didn't eat anything much today. So it's just been a shitty day for nutrition and sleep and all the other good stuff. But I'm going to change, head back down to Houston, hang out with Hayden and Harrison for a little bit, and yeah, then we're going to head home. So I'll close out later. Alright, so I made it home last night. I made it safe. It was getting a little kind of dicey with the cold weather, so it was in the 20s on the way home, and misting and like freezing rain. Kind of a little sketch. Like my windshield was actually freezing faster than I could defrost. I had to ride with the defrosters on the whole, like, for 2 hours. Anyway, one of the things I've been dealing with last like week or so is what initially seemed like time management issues. I was having a hard time hitting my workouts. And then I'd look at my schedule and I wouldn't want to do the workouts, or I'd be picking which workouts I did and didn't want to do. And at first I was like, oh, it's a time management thing, whatever. But then as I was driving yesterday, because I rode home last night in absolute silence. Like, I didn't put the music on, I didn't do whatever. I rode to Houston that way just so I could think, clear my mind, clear my head. I don't think it's a time management issue. I think it's just a matter of I have to train smarter. I can't go as aggressive as I was initially going, just trying to go, where I want to be so good, even though I'm not on that level. But I don't have this. This isn't a full-time job for me. It's a hobby. It's fun. I'm not getting paid to do triathlon. I'm not getting paid to work out all day, like I wish I was. So on the way home last night, I was like, I almost thought about deferring my races this year. Like, I was talking to Colin, and like 2 days ago, and I messaged him. I said, hey, if I deferred my races this year to next year, would that be a bad thing? And at first I thought maybe, burnout was part of the issue. But then I was like, time management is an issue. I just have to be smarter with my workouts. I don't have the luxury of having 6 to 8 hours a day to do my workouts. I work 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., sometimes beyond. I don't have a lot of time throughout the day to where I can get the workouts in, because I'm always in meetings doing stuff for work. I have a couple days a week where I can do stuff like that, but not every day will I fit in 3 workouts. So last night on the way home, I was thinking about my schedule, and I was like, all right, what if I was just, I could only do about an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours a night of working out on Monday through Friday. Maybe I can get a little extra Wednesday and Friday, but mainly Monday through Friday is an hour a day, 2 hours max, right? So 90 minutes to 2 hours Monday through Friday. And then the weekends I can go a little bit harder. So I think I'm going to scale my workouts back a little bit, because I was doing 2, sometimes trying to fit in 3 workouts a day. And if I have to go to the pool, that's a 30-minute drive to the pool, workout, 30-minute drive home from the pool. That's a 2.5 hour evolution. And then if I have something on top of that, I just don't have the time of day. I don't want to work out at 9 o'clock at night, because it's start a workout, because then I won't get done till 10:30. Then I'm not going to sleep well, and that's just going to perpetuate this cycle of burnout. So I think what I have to do is I can do 1 workout plus weights. If I go to the pool, I can lift at the same time, then go to the pool, same facility. But I think I just have to be smarter with my approach to structuring my workout plan, because if I'm giving myself too much and avoiding my family's resented. If I don't do enough triathlon, my performance is going to be affected. And if I don't do either, I'm going to lose myself somewhere in this. So I think what I'm going to try to do the next couple weeks is I'm going to scale back my workload and just do meaningful workouts. A power bike ride. I don't need 4 bike rides in a week. Okay, give me a powerful ride, give me a brick, give me an endurance. I don't need 4 runs in a week. Give me intervals, give me a tempo, give me a brick run, maybe a long run. The brick run at the end of my long bike ride. I don't need 3 swims a week. I probably could still use 2 to 3 max. 2 is probably where I need to sit, but I'll fit 3 in because I can get to the pool that many days. And I just have to be smart with how it's structured and how it's put together, so that I'm not pushing my family aside and ignoring them, but I'm not suffering at work where my performance at work is now going down, but I'm not neglecting triathlon. So it's kind of what I've been going through the last few weeks. It's just been really tough to get the workouts. And I'm not expecting a pity party. I don't expect a whole bunch of comments like, it's okay, well, you'll be all right. No, it's not about that. But this is a vlog. This is me being raw, and this is something you don't see a lot of triathletes talk about. You don't see a lot of athletes talk about the downside and the struggles that they deal with when it comes to training. It just looks like the perfect week. Oh, I hit all my workouts. My schedule's green. No, I have a lot of red in my schedule this year, and it's uncharacteristic for me. But in the last couple of years, I didn't have to worry about major traffic commutes. I didn't have to worry about, the gym was 6 minutes away. Or I can go into my garage and lift. My bike, the garage. All I had to leave my house was to go run. So it's different now in Texas, and I have to adjust to all that at the same time, where I still want to be effective and good. I want to have a good performance on race day. But there's a lot of things that are just not adding up. And at the end of the season, we're going to sit back and we're going to take a lot of time off this time. I'm not jumping into another block when this season's over. And I think that's going to help me kind of get myself where I need to go before I jump into the next one, which is something I was supposed to do after Chattanooga, and I didn't do it. And then I jumped right into another training block, and I moved, and then I jumped right into another training block, which bled into this training block. So it's just been a lot piling on top of a lot, piling on top of a lot, and I haven't had enough time off to decompress. And now me trying to be really, really good at the same time of knowing that I'm not going to be really, really good is just adding extra stress and extra things, and it's causing me to just I never sat back and reevaluated my current schedule. Now that we're in a groove, we've been here for 7 months now, so since the summertime, we know what life is going to be like. Now we need to really kind of say, all right, let's fit what we can in now, and we're going from there. So that's it for this episode. Hopefully you had fun watching. If you did, hit subscribe, leave a comment below if there's anything you want me to talk about next, and I'll see you in the next video.